All right, today is Saturday, January 2nd, 2016. And I've come across lately a series of movies and YouTube things as well. The first one was Dear White People. Then I saw Dear Fat People. And this one is going to be Dear Employer. The reason for this is because um, I'm having a real hard time with this application process. And to be honest with you, I was starting to wonder about myself because I'm like, okay, it's just an application process. How hard could this be? And then I thought to myself, well, I'm just being thorough because of all of the past experiences that I've had, um, over the past 10 years or so. And then, it dawned on me as I got through all the meat and potatoes, and I was like, okay, I'm reading all this stuff in addition to the stuff that pertains particularly to me. I'm reading about employment laws in different states and everything like that that was included with, the information that I was given. And it doesn't apply to me, but the reason I'm reading it is because I know, for one, that I'm a traveler. And then in addition to that, excuse me for a minute. In addition to that, I know that I'm a traveler, and if I ever happen to be in those places, I want to be able to know the law. And when you're employed and when you're working, all these different jobs and things like that are very good resources for you as far as information and learning things and learning about the world around you. Just like in the legal system, a lot of times with these jobs, there's different contracts and things like that are involved. And with these different things that are involved, a lot of times we do ourselves a disservice because we don't allow ourselves to read the information completely, either because we're under pressure because, hey, we want and need a job, so we try to hurry up and just do whatever they say do. So you just fill out the paperwork and you don't even read it. And in this opportunity that I have here, and I told y'all, all these different jobs that I've had, they've been low level jobs where you don't have an opportunity to read it. If you act like you're gonna read it, you're a weirdo and they're throwing you out. And so this is a real job that I'm applying for, the realest job that I've applied for in a long time. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for even giving me the opportunity to apply for the job, for even considering me, for taking the time, like I said, to take me through the pre-hire process. Not even the pre-hire process, but the pre-selection process of choosing candidates that you thought would be viable for your position, for taking the time to send me emails to do electronic interviews, for taking time to have members of your team contact me to see if I would be suitable for a face-to-face interview. It's so much work that goes with a legitimate company into hiring a viable employee, and I want to say thank you so much. And I didn't realize that perhaps that what was happening with me, um, I didn't realize there was fear, you know. And some of the things I talk about is fear of success. Sometimes we impede ourselves. And through this process, like I said, I was so excited. I had a company that actually sent me, the contract information, and they wanted to make sure that I had it before I came to work, which I think is a great rule to have. But then as I was looking at it, I'm like, wow, all this information, there's hundreds of pages. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to read it in 24 hours. And for me, I click all the links and all of that because I want to learn as much as possible. I want to make sure that I have all of that ingrained in my heart and soul, my mind, and that I'm in agreement with everything. And then I realized 24 hours is not enough time for that. But then as I got through to the end of the process, like I said, today it was no excuses. Went and did the drug testing, saw a list of 30 tasks. I didn't even read them yesterday because I was so tired. Came back after the test, took a little nap, and bam, like I said, I numbered all the items I was going to hit through. And then as I went through it, I realized the majority of those things referred to other states. And, I was going to take the time to read those as well. But then when I got down to the actual paperwork, it scared me. And it scared me because where have I been? It scared me The employment portion of it, I get it. I went and I called everybody myself and, did my due diligence. Please, please, I'm trying to gather this information, make sure the information is correct, and so forth and so on. And, I did everything I could, try to find out exact times and dates and, where I could get a response. I did, so I did all the due diligence that I could possibly do to make sure that my information was accurate. The hard part, which you would never think would be a hard part, was the act of me looking at when they were asking for my previous addresses. That was hard for me. As y'all know, I've been in and out of homelessness, and some of the things that I've experienced in association with that, and people don't like that. They do not, just like some employers do not like people that catch the bus. Imagine you telling someone that you were formerly homeless, and not even formally, technically I am still homeless, and for them to see that over a period of time. I mean, the whole thing just unravels, and I just don't know I don't know what to do. I mean, honestly, I don't know what to do because there's no one else that I can go and say, hey, can you verify? There's not. There's simply not. And there was a lot of hurt and pain that was associated with those experiences that, again, information was blocked from me being able to resolve. So, I mean, yeah, so what I realized in this process was that, hey, I was procrastinating, not procrastinating, but I was finding, I was finding, I was finding, legitimate reasons. It's legitimate, like some people are students forever. I was finding legitimate reasons for me to save the quote unquote best for last. And that's where I'm at. I'm at the last. And I don't know what to do about the I don't know what to do about the address situation. I don't know what to do about the former residences. Because to be honest with you, truth be told, it hasn't been looking really good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you do? And to me, I like to say that I'm a 100% honest person. But I'll be honest with you, I've said it in the past few videos. The reality of that is really I'm probably about 90% honest nowadays, because when you're in that situation, when you're in a situation where you're homeless, you don't. I mean, you. I mean, you're in survival mode, And when I say that, I mean it's so hard because what do you say? Just hypothetically saying, do you say that I slept under a rock in the woods for months? Do you say that I slept in a tin shack behind somebody's house? Do you say, what I'm saying? How do you account for that? How do you put that down? What? How do you do that? Do you say that somebody allowed me to stay somewhere for a month or two? What do you do? And these people don't want to have anything to do with you. What do you do? I don't know how to address that. So I don't know if I'm going to post this or not, but this is just a real thing that I'm coming face to face with now. I don't know how to. Everything's done, but I just don't know how to manage that. What do I put down? My family doesn't want anything to do with me, so I can't use my family's address. What do I put down? How the heck do I account for that? That's like a difficult thing. What do I put down? What the heck do I put on this piece of paper? I don't know. So that's the dilemma I'm dealing with. I'm gonna manage it, and hopefully we'll see where we go from there. Anyways, like I said, either way, no matter how it goes, it's just a learning experience. It's an opportunity for me to learn how to manage, because this has been my boat, in life. However I got pushed into this boat or whatever, that's what it is. And I have to um, be able to manage this. Like I said, I think there's some really good people that would have helped me walk through the process, but they're not going to be available until after the fact. And then would they feel a certain type of way because they didn't know all of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that you told them anything that was untrue. It's just that that's not something that people are expecting, and that's not something that people just normally just come out and discuss in a professional environment. So what do? I don't know what to do. But anyways, I'm gonna try to figure this out and see what I can do about it. I love y'all. Bye.